Hello. Oh gosh, we're already struggling with performance. I've had the game open for like 30 seconds. Is there anything still open I can close somewhere? NVIDIA wants me to know there's a driver available. Well, that's nice. No, there's nothing else open. I got the Steam UI closed. I got the Discord UI closed. We've done everything we can to try to eke out a couple frames per second. And look at this. Wow. See, we were at war with the vampires. That's right. And this is from before I sent any troops down here, huh? Alright, well, that's something. Legis Center and Windhelm convert. Oh, good. So what is the incident we're dealing with? Mazulft. Okay. Mazulft is that one little vassal of mine over here, right? Yeah, okay. No, we could pop out Mazincha left. Take that land from Dawnstar. See, if I was playing like long term and I wasn't planning on ending all this today, we would do something like that. Hold on, we were also doing forcing the institution spray. Did that finish? It would have been nice if we were able to kind of complete all the things that I wanted to do in this game. Performance is getting so bad and it's getting so unstable that I just don't think we have that option. Hi, XLG. Well, I'm not going to do that final tick. We're gonna let time take our dreams away. Hold on, do I have a general with better... better siege? Let's get that guy. Oh, Oslof Snorfin, you are now going to be in charge of this army. What a name, man, Mr. Snorflin. They call me Mr. Snorflin. There we go. Look at that. We went from 14 to 42% on siege chance. Bring this army down here. And let's give it... Actually, that guy. Yeah, you guys over here can just deal with that. That's fine. Yeah, you can also just go deal with that. That's fine. Really? Really? Yeah, okay, game. Oslov Snorflin. What a name. What a name. Battle of Feeding Grounds. Oh, here. Well, the game does seem to be running a lot better right now than it did yesterday, so we got that going for us. Look at all these rebels. It is a lot of rebels. Oh, right, because we told Forohas to basically get lost. That's right. There. Problem solved. Carpet Siege. Okay, we're done improving with winter hold. White run can be improved. Not much, but you know what? We'll hit it anyway. Boom. Just flow all that artillery into here. And you, Army of the Reach, let's get you back into the Reach. Yeah, we'll need to invade the Grey Host, okay. Careful, Elizabeth. Things are tricksy. Grey Host just needs to go away. We're gonna make that happen. You know, Blackreach is actually like a pretty handy shortcut to get between places. Seems like. With Mazums. I don't even know who that is. Well, that's him. Yeah, I just started a second war while I'm still fighting the first one. See that slow tick as the AI tried to figure out what the heck it needed to do? Okay, let's get that army dropped off. Alchemy has appeared at the place we were trying to get to appear, which is great. already improving with Rift 10. Everstead. You know what? You get some love, buddy. Oh, we're already getting them love. Okay. Let's scroll this up to my diplomats and maybe we can see some of what people are doing. We already improved with Labyrinthian, yeah. Or we are right now. That's fine. Oh, we've already had a fight against Mazank. Oh, that's Mazank. The thing du jour? I don't know. What's du jour with you? Look at a little Midnight Sanctuary over here, man, doing work for me. He's got no other cores, huh? I think for now we're just going to hide the army back here. At least that army. I guess XLG, there's probably more interest in neutrinos right now than there is in the Higgs boson, but I don't really pay that close attention to particle physics news. The Higgs is neat, but the neutrino is a much weirder object. What a name, the Thang. We get more Khazgar coming down here. Softening my enemies up for me. And then Silgrad. rolls in for no reason. Come on, big money, big money. Big money, let's go. Big money, big money. That was not big money. Okay. No, you still got like a month to go. You, big money, big money. Come on, big money. That was not big money. And then the game crashed. Come on, game. I need you to just get me through this next little bit. Like, that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for, like, a bajillion hooliboos or whatever. Just get me through the rest of EU4 here, like, for this campaign. Then we can stop doing stuff together. You can go be grumpy. You can go be a grumpy butt. I'll go over here. I'll play something else, and it'll be fine. We'll never have to meet again. Well, we get to watch all the loading screens. Probably approximately 10 to the 24 to the 24. No, 10 to 23. Like, it should be like Avogadro's number to the power of Avogadro's number, something like that. Probably how many particles are in a cheesesteak. Good old Avogadro's number. No, 10 to the power of 23 to the power of 23. You need more XLG. You need more number. Like 10 to 23 is not that much. You need it bigger. Or are they hiding in port? No. Okay. Oh, good. We hardly lost anything. In fact, since we're crashing so much, can't I change it to do autosave? This is going to slow stuff down a lot, but at this point, I think we gotta. Oh! Look at that! We got what we needed here. Alright, let's go ahead and core that. Hold on. We have a... We might have an advisor. Okay, let's... How long is it going to take you to get there? Oh, there you go. And you are which army? Army of the Reach, so let's actually get you into the Reach. Go to Markarth. Okay, they're doing some blockade stuff, so we don't need to keep that army there. Let's actually come over here and pick these guys up. And then we can see about fighting the Mazonks of the world. Some people say stonks, I say Mazonks. Big bitch PC for prices got crazy, gonna wait, but glad, yeah. You know, I kind of wish I bought more RAM, but then again, this computer's just fine, so don't really need it. Get on the boat. 6532. Man, we have some really killer generals available. This guy's got a lot of troops available. Let's just see what we can do here. Okay, good. That's not good defensive terrain for them. Ooh, it's a 7 shock. Holy moly, we won. I'm kind of used to everybody and their brother whooping me. Let's go send their capital. Your forts will avail you not, buddy. So I guess the good news is, if, you know, we do have another problem, it won't be that bad. It's a Bethang thing, baby. Yeah, yeah. Too many Tales of Conquest on Thursday night. Oh, man. You know, I mean, he probably did date a chocolatier. Let's be honest here. Wow, we just chewed his whole army up. It was all, we're going to send reinforcements in waves and everything. He was doing all the smart stuff. And we just annihilated that guy. What's her name, Miss Pastry? Just curious. Just asking questions here. Oh, they were in the Defender. The Twimmer Stronghold. Crazy. Hold on, we need a diet, guys. Here's autonomy at Lakeview. Got that. No problem. No problemo. Oh, he's got us this time. Because we burned all of our troops badly. We're supposed to get on the boats. Okay, we're going to lose this army unless I just end the war. So we'll just end the war. We should do that. Oh, because that's funny. That's also not my war goal, so I don't really care about that land. What is your favorite pastry? Oh, man. You're asking the tough questions today. Can we get on the boat, please? Alright, now let's see. Vampire stuff. Let's flip this. Hoffinger. That's thing number one we gotta do. Give that to my guys. You know what? Let's flip this to Hoffinger too. Legitimacy. Half price unrest guy though. Would be alright. Kinda like the construction cost guy better. I will have him stay home. You know, I just had breakfast. Can you guys stop talking about food? I don't want to get hungry yet. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What's this in this war? Just the Night Hollows. Okay. Hey, we have a mission to get to 10 war exhaustion. This is actually our chance. This is actually our chance right here. Oh, this is going to be so bad for all my vassals and stuff, but that's okay. Someone take South Brittleshen. Let's go! So if we have another crash, we're only going to lose like maybe a month. So that ain't too bad. So now we get Diplo Rep for free. That's the whole reason we conquered that province. Was it's free Diplo Rep. And the army is just The vassal swarm is just crushing people. Alright, life is good. Life is good. Point of order, Orange Joker, we all need Danish. You know, Danish is love. Danish is life. What general do we have? Let's see if we can poach a general from somewhere. What's your generals look like? 3721, that ain't bad. Four two two. Oh, we can't steal that guy. Or that guy. Wow, they had a baller general. That's the guy we'll steal. Alright. Let's see, where's the army I was just looking at? The Royal Thanes. There we go. Extra siege pit, baby. My main rival is Chorrel, but I'm scarier than they are. Like I actually have no rivals. I am peerless. This number means nothing, because my total development is really more like 8,000 than it is 4,500. Or whatever this, like, this number is bullcrap. Oh, here it is. This is the main number. So I have about 10,000 for real versus their 8,600. When I get done with these little dinky wars I'm fighting, we're going to come down here and fight a big war against Chorrel. And we're going to settle once and for all who's the big dog. I'm just trying to complete a very silly mission at the moment. And that mission requires me to do some silly stuff. Can I click the button yet? All I want to do is click this one button. Come on, dudes, just get off the boats. Okay, we finally got to click the button I didn't think we were actually ever going to get to click, so that's kind of cool. Where is... Okay, I think we hang on to the Vampire War till I can click these buttons, or till these go away. So, mid-year 6, so like 3 months. Cheaper stability cost. That's kind of nice. Or some legitimacy. At this moment in time, I will take the legitimacy. Oh man, I got that pause in just in the nick of time before I started coughing. I'll actually save a lot of money if I just come in here and I get rid of these. Looming disaster. Oh no. Yeah, that's not a big deal. All right. Actually, let's separate the transports. Just tuck them away into port there. Now we just got the heavies. Okay. Heavy's over here. And what else do we got to do? Nothing right this second. All right, good. I don't see any more StarCAD ships. There we go. That's our cue for the Vampire War. Give that to Hoffinger. And then let's come down here. Take this for myself. Professionalize army. Okay. I'll happily take that click. Oh, if we have the blacksmith type dude. The half price guy, right? No, you're the half price dude. All right, you come on board for a little bit, buddy. Any of you? You're a blacksmith. Come on board for a second so I can do that click. We had cheaper, like we had land maintenance modifier minus 10. So that's 10% cheaper army. We will take that. I feel like I should meet that criteria. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so we are coring the stuff we just took, except for that. Okay, well, we'll start coring that in a little bit. Okay, so that big war's over, so our war exhaustion should be trending downward now. Well, call for peace should go away. Oh boy, it's really thinking. It's stuck. We are stuck on 13 mid-year, whatever. There we go, it just ticked over. Okay. Oh, we didn't bring the transports. That's right. Because we are actually going to mothball the transports for the moment. Let's trap these guys on the island. Can I just revoke the cores from you? The Old Kingdom used to be me at one point. And so that's why they have like random value, like random stuff all over the place. Because they used to be me. So all of Skyrim, well, before I was Skyrim, I was the Old Kingdom, and then we had like a civil war, and so the parts that weren't in Skyrim became them, and the parts that were not in Skyrim, right, the parts that were in Skyrim became me as Skyrim, and the rest, like Solstheim, Roscrea, Blackreach, that became the Old Kingdom. So I'm trying to trim them down, so they no longer have the idea in their head that they own all that other stuff. This is all I actually want from these guys, is these 3 provinces. Because I think it'd be really funny if I coexisted with the Old Kingdom, you know? As opposed to them, like right now, just merely being my vassal, which is fine. That's kind of goofy and silly. What do we got? Purchasability. Cost reduced war exhaustion is kind of nice. Freaking Starcad, man. Knock the fort off. Come on. Dude, just assault this thing. Knock the fort over. Somewhere I have an army of the Rift. Where's that at? Okay. Alright, it's all looking good now. I'm gonna try to force march on. I gotta burn these mill points to get out there. These guys are going too slow. And let's merge this up for the moment. I think the only thing Serpent Island has in-game, if you play Skyrim, is what, the rock? The Serpent Rock? Okay, it's gonna take like 6 months to get off the boats. That's stupid. Do this. And flow onto that rock. Chase their fleet. Where's it going? Nowhere. Their fleet's going nowhere. Okay, just... we'll put it into port somewhere, dude. Here. Right here. Bristleback. That's fine. Who's mad? Oral hostile. Okay, I don't really care. That fell. Alright, so we're all done except Dragon Bridge is being stubborn. I didn't expect that. Come on, get on the boats. Shinji, get on the boat. Okay, that's all Winterhold. got a 100 war score. Yeah, you know what? I don't particularly care about Dragon Bridge right now, so we will ignore them. White run. Okay, so we'll separate piece the Old Kingdom. And in 8 days, we will end the war with Starcad. Life will be good. Well, it's doing some heavy recalculating. Everybody brace yourselves. Why am I losing money? Is this just all the war exhaustion? Which is what? Trending downward? Not fast enough. Okay. Woo! Look at that. That's nasty. Here, I need to save a little money. You need to stop drilling, buddy. Okay, and let's see. We were moving these armies over here. You go back to there, and you go back to Margarth. Let's get my Rift army back over to like Snap Leg. And the game crashed. Nice. Isn't that awesome? I love a good game crash. Well, let's spend 10 minutes loading the game back up. Right, you know what? I need to read Strangers in Paradise. It's been sitting right here on my desk for like a month. I should totally read that at some point. Yes, sirree. Well, I think we've kind of pushed this poor games engine with this mod like to the limit. You've also done some really just terrifying things to Noida, too. Wouldn't it be crazy if you had like a wand that shot bees and each bee exploded into other additional bees? Like, wouldn't it be kind of crazy? You just have like the infinite bee cascade and everything breaks. Do 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 do. Yeah. Anyway, after we get done with our big war with Chorrol here, which is the next thing on the hit list, we're done. We've proved everything we needed to prove. It's always big GG's with me in EU4. There are very few EU4 starts that I can't be successful with. In the base game, the one where you start as... Oh, what is it? Hiss and Kaifa is probably like the hardest one. Because you're surrounded by giant countries that all want to eat you. You stop drilling. We got to save a little money. Let's see. Let's trade. Alright, so we gotta give our vassals a little time to cool off here. Because they need to stop being on fire. You know, it turns out that being on fire is not a good thing. In fact, let's go ahead and bring some of these troops down to where we're going to need them for this big war we're going to fight. And then these guys are just going to have to cover for all the rebels everywhere else. Greenheart has gone like 200 years without an heir. Like, what is going on over there? Hey, colony self-sustaining. Let's see where this is. Ah, it was the little islands out here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, we'll core that in a second. And let's improve with somebody. Oh, wait, we should just start spying on Chorrol. Looks like they've cleaned up a lot of the little states that were out here, like Silver Peaks is gone. Yeah, they've been eating people. They're at war with the Tonal Architects. This is an interesting war. What are they fighting over? They're fighting just to fight. Alright, let's build a spy network. Reiklings want to hang out with me. Okay. I'm game with that. I'm down. There we go. We're just setting this guy up so he can just go march around and deal with whatever rebels pop. It'll be fine. So he's got the left third of the empire. Now you. What is the force limit here? It's high enough? Alright, you're coming over to there. And you from here are going to get this part of the empire. What nice thing about being the Emperor is when you're at war, you march through the whole empire. Okay, and I'm also going to have you cover Black Reach. Or at least what we can get to in Black Reach. And homie over here. So yeah, we're only going to be fighting with a small chunk of our army. Because we got to cover lots of rebel stuff here. We kind of hurt our country really bad in pursuit of that one stupid click that I got to do. Okay, perfect. Sep Spine. Let's call you back. And that'll be 4. I think I can afford 4 colonies without too much trouble. Yeah, that ain't so bad. Let's go ahead and sell titles. 3,000 bucks for it. I thought it was telling me to come here and click a project, but I can't work on any of them. Oh, the lift. Less Liberty Desire. We're going to go from -5 to -10 in like one day. Are they gonna pop? Oh, who cares? Holy ball cultists. There. Problem solved. It's hotter to province I own? Gotta do some stuff? Okay. Well, enjoy your stuff. Or else. Okay, well, we've done what we can here. Ooh, baby, that was scary. Really? Particularists. Okay, well, we'll come back and we'll do all the clicks again in a second. That's fine. These mountain provinces, it's harsh up there, man. Not like Ashlander rebels or something. No, it was particularists. Which are the most generic kind of rebel. They're just like, we don't like things. We're very particular about them. Okay, let's perform our 1,000,000 clicks. I'm not kidding, that's what this is like. This is the 1,000,000 clicks. It is our penance for being such a big and evil empire. But if rebels pop somewhere on this side of the country, within 6 months, that army will be there to deal with them. So it's good. Except somehow it didn't take after I finished. Okay, well, we'll go back and reset that up. Must have been like weird lag or something, I don't know. Okay, so that is good. Yeah, this didn't stick. I wonder what I clicked wrong. I love all the attention to detail, all the little islands and provinces, all that stuff, but man, it sure slows the game down. Look at all the clicking you got to do sometimes. Why did that close? It doesn't even make sense. It's kind of wild how forcing that institution to spawn set me back so far on points. Because before I did that, we effectively had infinite points. Like there was nothing, man. Nothing we couldn't do, and I'm just coming up here to get the lift. Okay, as much of our country as is possible is covered. So we go to war. Alright, we shouldn't go to war just yet, though. We should let our territory finish cooling down. Let's go over here in Sintakia. We got a 6 stack of rebels. You really gonna make me deal with this? Alright, well, we'll just raise some troops over there. We would also be in a much better position if I hadn't pushed to get that 10 war exhaustion to finish that thing. That was, in fact, a very silly move that I did. Sadors are worth Alessia, huh? Teleporting where? Tell me? He's teleporting over to there for whatever reason. Okay. I guess we can march over there somehow, right? And then the game crashed. Jeez, game. Bro, we're not even doing anything. We're not fighting giant, horrifying wars. We're just chilling out. This is ridiculous. But this is our goal today, is to get through this. Oh man. Anyway, let's see. Get game started loading again. Wow. Nice. This is wild, dude. Come on. You know, I guess the downside is I'm not going to get to take the white gold tower. Maybe what I should do instead of what I planned, which is just beating Chorrol up and breaking them apart, is I should take the ruby throne, and then I'll be Emperor of Cyrodiil. I guess that seems like a good last war. If it ever loads. Dude, this is installed on my M2 drive and everything. This is just how long it takes. The history is too rich and demanding. It's like Dwarf Fortress. We've simulated the history of every peasant. You know, we can play the history file back, and that's how we know that on first Hearthfire 127, Jubal Ironfoot broke his toe. In full contradiction to his name. It's crazy. I can just, like, ask them for permission, right? No, they hate me, hate me. Alright, well, you guys can deal with your rebel problem. It crashed again. Well, I guess we're not getting our war with Chorrol, guys. I can't keep spending 5 minutes to load this game for it to crash, like, a month later. I think we've hit a place where the game's just going to keep snagging on an event, or maybe that war between Chorrol and the Tonal Architects is too big and strong. I don't know. I guess this is it. I guess this is where we say goodbye to Elder Scrolls Universalis. Goodbye, Elder Scrolls Universalis. You've been a lot of fun. But boy... you've been grumpy. You've been so grumpy the last couple play sessions. Now, it's true, some of that is probably my fault, because I have done, like, modding and stuff like that, like, to the mod, right? Like, I've gone in and tinkered with subject types, but I didn't really touch any of the fundamental stuff. I think it really is just the game has too much history. Like, every province has its complete history of when it was occupied and all that jazz. Let's give it one more try. We'll see what happens. And if what happens is no good, then okay. That's fine. I can't see whatever event that was. Oh, Cannibal Cat's raiding me. Cannibal Cat, please don't. It wasn't worth it. Go home. Seek freedom. The game keeps crashing. We're done. We're giving it one last try. I didn't get my big war that I wanted. But I did get to Skyrim really hard. So I got that going for me. Thank you for the raid, though. You know, if you'd raided a little earlier, I would have been like right there in the raid. I would have self-raided. Which is kind of gross when you think about it. It's just a shame that, you know, I can't finish a game of this mod because it keeps crashing. Or gets too slow. Like that's what happened in my previous runs, is they just got too slow. Yep. There we go. Crashed again. That's it. I think it was the same day it crashed last time. So, Elder Scrolls Universalis is done. I'm going to go play something that won't crash, like City Heroes. Give me a second to fire that puppy up. And look at the cover of Strangers in Paradise right there, with the sun beaming in brightly. What a bummer.